సౌండ్ తగ్గించేసి.
Hello guys, am I audible? Let's wait for 2 more minutes, others to join, then we will start the session. Is my screen visible? Is my screen visible to you? Okay. So today's topic of day 5 of 14 days Python core course is list. Now from here, the core data structures of Python gonna start, which are really very important topic. You should not miss these topics because from here where the problem solving starts to take place. All the things which gonna help in your upcoming things like data structures and algorithm, DSA, Python, all these take a major part role in that. Like the first topic is in that is list. LISTS, list. Now in list, the definition of list is a container in Python which is used to store all kind of variables and values of all data types. Like it is a container which is used to store the all kind of variables and values of all kind of data types. Like we can store integer, we can also store float, and we can also store string, we can also store characters in same kind of container. That is called as list. Now, for a list, let's take an example that there is a variable called friends of fruits. Let's take an example that there is this long variable called friends of fruits. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write first list. That is, I'm giving a list to a variable called friends of fruits. I'm going to write here apple, banana, and custard, grapes. Now, for the Python, this list become kind of invalid because these are the variables again. For becoming this string as a string, we need to have double quotes. If we don't mention double quotes to a string, then that will definitely become a variable. Now, this is a list of all the fruit names which is given here. Now, each and every string is a related to string data type. Now let's make another one list so that you can have an experience. That list can be made of any kind of data type simultaneously in one list. So let's take a list variable with the name of list. You can write in that way. You can name a list with the variable letter called list. It's accepted in Python. Now you can also give if you don't want, so you can give list one. Now list one, I'm gonna give first I'm gonna write an integer, then I'm gonna write like a Boolean expression that is false. Then I'm gonna write a string called apple here, and I'm gonna write here next a what we left with a float data type 3.46. List can be made up of any kind of data types simultaneously. You can see here. Now let's experience in our VS Code. For the list, there is also an indexing, same like a string. You can see in string, the indexing starts from 0 to n minus 1. In the same way, there is a concept of indexing in list, which also starts 0 to n minus 1. Suppose you can see here in this list called friends of fruits, there are 4 strings, that is apple, banana, custard, and grapes. Now for this apple, banana, custard, and grapes, you can see that there are 4 items in a list. Now for 4 items in a list, 4 items, there is a, let's write in the VS Code so you can understand better how does the list work. I'm gonna create a file with the name list one, list underscore one dot py. Enter. I haven't created a file with the name list one underscore dot py. Okay. Now I'm gonna write list one, which is equal to y comma x comma 34.5 comma, this is a float, and last we will write true here. Now I have been created a list one with all kind of data types, variables, values in the same list here. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna print this list and see how I will get an output when I print this list. Let's see the output here. I'm getting output with also with a square brackets here. The same way how I give this to the variable, the same way in the order it gonna print. It will have first 5, then X, then 34. The order and everything will be same, exactly same. That is how the list gonna work. Now, what I'm gonna do is I want to understand how does the indexing in list works. Now, in list, the indexing is same as the string. Like it will start from 0 to n minus 1 for n items available in your list. N items available in your list. Like in this case, for the friends of fruits list, you have four items, that is apple, banana, custard, and grapes. Now for this, the indexing will work as 0 for apple, 0 for apple, 1 for banana, 2 for custard, and 3 for grapes. That you can understand. Now for this, for accessing the each and one item in the list, you need to write with the index number. When you write list variable with the index of the particular item in the list, you can access that particular item of the list. Like as here, I'm taking this list one. For even list one, there are four items. So indexing will be start from 0 to 3, like 0 for 5, 1 for false, 2 for apple, and 3 for 3.46. This is how in this indexing happen for list one. Now what I will do is I will write list one and I will keep in a square bracket adjacently with 0. Now what do I get when I access this? I will get the value, the first item, that is 5. When I write list one variable and when I write 1 in a square brackets, I will get the false value. False value. Because at the position 1, there you can see I have 1 here. At position 1, I have 1 here. At 0, I have 5. And at 2, I have apple. And at 3, I have 3.46. In this way, when I access the 1 and next to items in the list with the help of index, I will get that particular item of the list. Let's see in the code how that works. Now, first I will print the value list 1 of 0. Let's see what does the output comes. When I print this, I get output 5. Now I'm gonna do print for each and every item. Print for each and every item and see does it works for every data type or not. Let's see what does the output comes. When I print this, when I print first list 1, the exact list whatever it was, it will come. Then next the output is for list of 0 is 5, which is the first item in the list which index 0, and the second item that with index 1 is x, and the third item which got printed with the list 1 of 2, that is 34.5, and the third item true with the index 3 in this particular list 1. Are you able to understand, chat, how what is the list and how does the indexing work in the list? Are you able to understand this thing? This is very easy concept for now. When the methods come, it comes to point that where we gonna use methods when the problems are given. I hope so. Everybody is listening to this. Do you have any doubts? You can write yes or no so that I can understand. And we can move to the next concept. Okay, fine. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna discuss the list methods, which are very important so that we can manipulate our list according to our convenience. We can arrange the items, we can count it, we can sort the items, we can replace the items. Same like string methods, we gonna have same like list methods, not exactly same, but kind of same. Let's see how does the list methods are and what they do. List methods. The first list method is like, for this, basically I'm gonna write the syntax. Let's assume there is a list variable name like list underscore var. Okay, let's assume there is a list with this variable. Okay, for this I'm gonna make general syntax like list underscore var dot sort, sort. Like you can see that every character in the sort word is smaller. You need to maintain this thing so you don't get any kind of errors for the case sensitive thing like sort. When I take a list underscore variable, a list, and I have suppose all the integers in the list. Okay, like 23, 7, 1, 45, 9, like something a random list I have. When I have this random list and when I use it as list var dot sort and print the list again, then you can see that the first it will take the list, the sort function will take the list, it will arrange in the ascending order, all the integers, it will arrange in the ascending order, and it will give the return back to the list variable. Are you able to understand, Chan? First of all, it will take the list variable list. It will keep it in ascending order, all the integers, and it will give again back to the list underscore variable. So when we print list underscore var, we will get the output as in ascending order. The output is, as you know, that 1, 7, 9, 23, 45. This kind of output we can expect from this sort function. And the next one is list underscore. For most of the methods, we're gonna write like list underscore var. And we're gonna mention the particular function name that we gonna see. Now we have seen that list underscore var dot sort. Then the next function we gonna see is reverse list underscore. Now you can expect that it will take a particular list, and if it is in so and so order, it will all the reverse the numbers. When I take the list, this original list, and I will apply a reverse function to this, I will get the output as 9, 45, 1, 7, 23 in backward order. That's simple. And the next function is all this we will explore and experience in our VS Code. First of all, discuss what are the all the list methods. Then we will experience in VS Code. How does it work? List underscore var dot append. Append. We're gonna suppose if you wanna add a particular number in the list, like there is a list 23, 7, 1, 45, 9. Now I want to add a number 11 inside the list. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use append function and I will write 11 here inside this, and I will attach with our list underscore var. Then in the output, the 11 gonna attach in the last. Like when I print output, my output will be 23, comma, 7, comma, 1, comma 45, comma 9, comma at last 11 will gonna append. That's it. Simple. And the next list function is list underscore var dot insert. So we have seen that when I use append, like I have given append 11, it's gonna add at the last, at the end of the list. Now I want to append the particular value inside the list at particular position. I don't want to append at last. I want to append, but I want to append at the particular position. In this case, I will use the insert. When I use insert, first you need to mention at what index value you want to insert. Like I will mention at 3, I want to insert 12. Let's see what will be the output. The output is nothing but it gonna be like 23, which is at 0 index, next 7, which is at first index, then 1, which is at second index. Now at the third index, it will insert 12 and it will side shift all the next values to the plus 1 index. Like if from 3, it gonna to go to 3 plus 1, which is 4, and so on for 9 and 11. This is how your insert function works. Now, next we're gonna see what is the other function, which is called, now we have inserted at the last position, at the particular position. What if I want to delete the particular value? I am gonna use pop function. For the pop function, when I use it, the particular value, whatever I write inside the pop function, it gonna delete it. Like I want to delete one number inside the list. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna write list underscore var dot pop. List underscore var dot pop. Will it delete the element at the index position 1 and return its value? Now, when I use this, it has the output. All these functions, whatever I set till the 4, it don't return anything. It just manipulates the particular list. But this function gives some output. Like pop means that when you mention the index value 1, it depends on index value, not at the value. As you have 1, it's not gonna come out this one. It's give the out of 23. It will give us 23. No, sorry. It will give us 7 because 23 has the index position 0 and the 7 has index position 1. So definitely it will gonna give 7 us when I pop this. And after manipulation, the one index position has 7, our list gonna become as 23, comma 1, comma 12, comma 45, comma 9, comma 11. In this way, our list gonna be. Now, when I give this particular value to the variable, something like variable x, and print it, my value gonna be 7. So 7, because there was 7 at index position 1 before popping from the list. Are you able to understand, chat? What's list pop function do in the list? Now the sixth function is remove function. So I'm gonna use again the list var to with remove function. Now you can understand that, okay, we are removing the value with the help of pop by the index position. When I mention the index position, whatever the value is available at that particular index position, that value gonna pop out, means get deleted from the list. Now, what I want to do is, I want to remove, now I mentioned exactly 23. That 23 should get deleted from the list. So I will use the function remove. Remove does the work what I said. When I write list underscore var dot remove, the list function gonna use remove function and gonna delete the 23. And my output gonna be, this function does not give any output, means does not returns anything, but manipulates the list like other list functions and give you the, when I print again list underscore variable, I'm gonna get output as 1 comma 12 comma 45 comma 9 comma 11. See, it will print like this when I print list underscore var. Now, these are the functions which are the basic functions, and there are even more functions which are like derived functions. You will gonna learn while solving the problems, and you will experience it how it works. Now, for the time, you should remember these 6 basic functions of list. Suppose there will be a problem like so and so you have so and so you have a student marks and you should sort in the list. For that, you can do in 2 ways. Like you can take the loops, which we're gonna discuss in future. Loops in the sense like you have a chance that you can take the, if you have mark sheets, like you have 10 mark sheets, which are in some jumbled order, what you gonna do, you can arrange one back of the another, one back of another, you will go in ascending order. In the same way the loops work, but it takes the time. When you use the sort function, you write it easy and you get the answer also very easy with no time. So these are very important when you remember, you can do the problems very easily and you can manipulate the list you want. Now experiencing code, let us experience that how does the list functions work. I'm gonna write list functions and create a file here. Nice. I've created and I'm gonna write a list one, right, let's write list underscore var here, list underscore var. Okay. Now chat, now you can give me any values, any strings, any floating points, even though there are only true or false, 2 things. Now you can give me any integers, any strings, any floating values you want. Give me any 8 items. Fast, give me any 8 items. You can give me one by one. You can give me 8 at a time. That's your choice. So that I can write according to your customization here. Give me some items like some integer value or some strings or some float value. And I will create this list.
So 25.
Okay, 25. Still, any strings or any floating values you want to give?
So false.
False. Okay. There is boolean also here. Okay. Give me still more 6.
27.5.
Okay, 27.5. Remaining people, you can chat, you can type in chat. Give me some string. I hope everyone is there and listening the class. I hope so. Okay, name. Okay, name. Okay, name. Still, it's very easy. You can give any random numbers, man. Just I need still 4 items. Okay, we have also character. Very good. Okay. Still, you can give again. You can repeat the numbers. You can repeat the strings. I mean, you can repeat the data types. There's no wrong. As we have, okay, apple here. Next, just one more. Just you give one more. Give me one more floating point, guys. Floating number. Floating number. Okay, 5.2. Great. Great, man. Okay, 5.2. Now I've created this list with these items. Now what I'm gonna do? Now I will apply the reverse function first and see how does the output will come. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna write first list underscore var, then I will write reverse function. Reverse function. Let's have control S and run it. Oh, okay. When I write list underscore var dot reverse, you can see that there is no output because I am not printing it. I am just reversing. I have done reverse to the list, but I'm not printing it. But yeah, exactly. It's inside the list underscore var. So what I will do, I will write print and print our list underscore var list. And let's see the output. Uh, Now you can see here, first it was 25, then false, 27.5, name A, Apple, 5.2. What's the output here? 5.2, Apple, A, name, 27.5, false, 25. It's got completely reversed. This is how reverse function works. It's very easy. That's how reverse function works. Now I'm gonna comment it and write the another function. I'm gonna comment it, write the another function. That is list underscore var. This time I'm gonna append a particular value. Now chat, give me a value so that I can append in the list. Give me some integer or floating point, or if you want to give some string, you can give. Write in the chat. 53. Yeah, 53. Now when I write this and I will run, let's see the output. Now my output is 25 false, 27.5. The same string has been printed here, and at the last, it appended the 53 integer. This is how append works. Whatever you want to add the number inside the list, it will take back at the end of the list. That's it. Simple. Now I'm going to use another function, that is insert. Insert. So you can, this time you can give me some index position and a particular value so that I can insert at that index position. Give me two numbers. Means one that will be index position and another will be a particular value that I want to insert in that index position. Okay. Okay. I want to insert 2 comma 54.4 means that 54.4 at second index. What is the second index actually? It's 0, 25, 1 false, 27.5. At second index, I have 27.5. Now what gonna this do? Let's see what it will do. Okay, now this 54.4 taken the place of 27.5. At the second index position, you can see in the output, the 54.4 has been entered and sidelined all the remaining items. Okay, chat. Okay, now there are remaining 3 still functions which we're gonna discuss. And we have also some other things to discuss. What you have to do is in a minute, the link gonna end, the meeting is gonna end. You need to join again the same link. Okay, chat. You need to join again the same link. If you agree, you can type okay in the chat. Type okay so that I can know you're gonna rejoin it again and you have been heard with my audible voice that you should rejoin after the meeting when gonna end.